Welcome back to Dial H for Heroclix. I'm your host, Kris Britton. This is episode 177, and let's go! Joining me in the studio today, we have my co-host, Kalder Ness. What's going on, Kalder?
Not much, Kris.
And we also have a listener guest. This is our first listener guest from all the way across the pond in London. Right? London?
Yeah, London. Yeah.
Marcus Archer, thank you very much for coming on to the show, man. We really appreciate it.
That's all right, guys. No worries. Thanks for having me on.
No problem. So what we're going to do today, typical show where we have a guest. We're going to play some Bad Samaritan. We're going to do some casual comparisons. We're going to start off with an interview, do some news, have some fun. Guys, you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. First question for Marcus would be, when did you get into the game, or what got you to start playing?
So I got into the game when Civil War came out, the Battle Royale sets. Essentially, I was playing another Marvel game from Knights Models, and they dropped the license, which was kind of frustrating. And I was like, do you know what? I still need to get my Marvel fix. Saw a bunch of guys who were like, we need another guy to make a 4-way Battle Royale, and kind of got hooked from there, essentially.
That's awesome. So you're a pretty relatively new player then.
Yeah, relatively new. But, I mean, I've come from a wargaming background anyway, so competitive-wise, it hasn't really put me off. And mechanic-wise, it's similar in many respects to some other games. So,
well, the game is always welcoming to new players. We feel that way over here in the U.S. I assume it's the same over there.
Yeah, definitely, especially the community I've got around me, which is really nice. Really nice. Everyone's welcoming, happy to. Even my first Battle Royale on that day was everyone showing me what everything meant. And I still somehow ended up winning, but
oh wow, awesome.
Which is really cool. Yeah.
Gotcha. Kalder also has some questions.
Yeah, what is one of your favorite pieces or combo of pieces to use in the game?
So still to this day, one of my favorite pieces is the prize figure I actually got from that set, which was the Sentry, the one in the flying pose.
That's a good one.
I was a massive Dark Avengers fan. So to get that was super awesome. I've run Dark Avengers in tournaments, and obviously then we got Goblin King. Probably one of the only people who use it in the Dark Avengers keyword.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, no. So that piece came out. I was like, awesome Dark Avengers, and then saw the price skyrocket for them. But probably still that Sentry to this day. It's just an absolute beast. Hypersonic, the stock clicks, you roll dice and you can get pluses and minuses. It's still an awesome piece.
So, speaking of that piece, you say you're a big Dark Avengers fan. Did you get to read the comic books?
Yeah. Yes. I'm not quite finished with them yet.
Uh-huh.
But I think I was about issue 100.
So
with the whole siege events and stuff like that going on through it.
Uh-huh. So, as far as how they made that character, that particular clicks, do you think that it accurately represents Sentry?
Yes, yeah, definitely, especially with the stop clicks for the void rolls, where you roll a d6. I think on a 1 you get -1 to all your stats. 5 and 6 you get +1, which is real good fun.
It's good stuff. Okay, so if that's your favorite piece, then let's talk about what you hate sitting across the table from, or what you don't want to see.
Well, I haven't had many issues with Jakeem Thunder, oddly. I don't know if it's a slightly different meta over here. I haven't played in any majorly high ranking tournaments yet. Oddly, one of the biggest pains I've actually played against recently is the Ameridroid. The cost of retaliation click on that is a pain in the ass to get through. And again, playing against other Goblin Kings is not fun.
That makes sense.
Especially when they pick a power. I wish, damn it, I should have put that last turn. But yeah, No. Probably the Emery-droid, oddly. I just can't seem to take one off that one click.
Okay. Huh. All right. So, speaking of that, are you more of a see, I'm going to keep saying metal until I die. Are you more of a meta or a casual player?
Again, I fall into a weird category with that. I like taking stuff that people don't typically take to tournaments and doing well with it. So again, going back to that Sentry figure, I've taken that to tournaments and beat meta-based figures from it. I still keep a very close eye on the meta though. I still run Goblin King and the Shield level 7 ID, so probably a bit more on the meta side.
At the end of the day, we're all still just rolling dice, so you could come in with a super meta team and lose to something.
And still lose it, yeah.
You know, the dice are going to do whatever they want to do. Where's the venue you play at over there?
So I play at a couple of stores, actually in my hometown of Bournemouth, which is about an hour away from London, which is a store called Bag of Holding, and another store called Level Up Gaming.
Bag of Holding, that's an awesome name.
Bag of Holding, yeah, they're awesome guys in there.
Okay. Kalder, do you have any more questions before we start moving on?
Yeah, really quick, I want to test your memory. Do you know what was in, like, the first booster you pulled for your Battle Royale, or at least what was, like, the standout figure of that game you played?
The standout figure for me was the Venom gun, so I managed to get the Venom in that, which was awesome. I think I got that. The Iron Man, I want to say the Wasp, and there was one other piece, I can't remember what it was off the top of my head.
That Venom would be
but the Venom
cool,
was,
though.
Yeah, that Venom was like, oh, you got this thing called plasticity, and yeah, I think the other guy on the pro registration team had, was it Taskmaster as well, and they were like, you got 2 super rares on your team, and it was just mental.
That's good stuff, though. Did you win?
Yeah, it is really.
I won that one. Yeah,
good.
And I was like, I need to find out what's in the mystery bag, and I got my Sentry.
Fantastic.
Which has seen me through many of the local tournaments anyway.
I have one more question for you before we move on to some news. How did you hear about Dial H for Heroclix?
So it was actually through a friend of mine who I play with. I like podcasts. I listen to a few for different things and other games I play and just movies in general. And he was like, I'll try these guys out. I was like, yeah, all right. So, yeah, I started listening to you and really enjoyed it.
Well, we appreciate that. We're glad to have you as a listener. So let's move on, but not before a word from our sponsor, which is Cool Stuff Inc. Dial H for Heroclix is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock every day, including all the latest Heroclix singles and sealed products. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com. So we're a podcast talking about Heroclix, but we also talk about Heroclix-related content. We got some new information on the Runaways show that is going to be hitting Hulu November 21st. They dropped a new Runaways trailer 3 days ago. I'm pretty hyped for it. I wanted to get your guys' opinions on it. Kalder?
It looks great. I've never read Runaways. I've been very tempted to dive into that pool, but no, this show looks pretty amazing. It looks better than Cloak and Dagger so far, just based on previews, if you ask me.
Yeah, I agree. What about you, Marcus?
I'd love the look of it. I just recently watched the trailer, and definitely got me hooked into it. Need to figure out if I can get Hulu over
here. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with Old Lace, which is the Velociraptor.
Yeah.
So
it was definitely cool to see that in the trailer, though.
Yeah, they did show Old Lace in the trailer twice, even very quickly. So you didn't get to see it for very long. The graphics look pretty decent. You got to see Nico use her Staff of the One, lit that thing up, and then was it Carolina Dean? Is that her name?
Yeah, the rainbow lady.
Yeah.
All see-through. Yeah.
She was all sparkly and stuff in the trailer. It looks pretty good, so I'm gonna stay pretty hyped for it, I think. And that's less than a month away before that drops. All right. Let's see. We also got some previews. Previews from the new Harley Quinn and the Bombshells. Is that what it's called? No, Harley Quinn and the Gotham Girls.
Gotham Girls.
Yeah.
Gotham Girls, man.
3 spoilers. So we're going to let Marcus... Marcus, do you have them pulled up?
Just getting them to him now.
That's fine. Go ahead and pull that up on HC Realms. Kalder, if you want to pick one of those, and we'll start.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, for sure. I will probably just talk about, I don't know. Go sort of down the list. I'll start with Mara then. She is 0-35. She's 100 points. 6 range. She has Dolphin Speed symbol and no other special combat symbols. She has Atlantis, Bombshells, and Soldier. Trait Bombshells is the same for all of them, I believe. When Mara makes an attack targeting an opposing character, give her a Bombshell token. Free. If she has 2 action tokens, remove 2 Bombshell tokens and then make a close attack. So that's pretty cool. And then her other trait is Tough as the Sea I Was Born In. Toughness. Mara may remove any number of Bombshell tokens and reduce damage taken by that much. So that's pretty great. So top dial, she has Charge, 9 speed charge, 10 attack, telekinesis, 18 defense, super senses, and 3 damage. And then kind of in the middle of her 6-click dial, after her first click of TK, she has a 9 attack, and then 3 slots of this special attack power, which is a Tidal Force. Quake, when Mara uses it, give her 1 Bombshell token for each hit target, which is definitely pretty amazing. So she has, on the defense side of things, she has 2 clicks of super senses, then regen, then 2 clicks of super senses, then regen, 3 clicks of charge, and then 3 clicks of running shots. She has Quake almost entirely with charge, and then she has 1 weird Quake running shot click, and then her last 2 clicks she has Pen Blast. Since she has Cherry Toughness, that's pretty great, mixing it in with her Tough as the Sea I Was Born In, and then her Quake, which will probably just give her a ton of Bombshell tokens, and she's only 100 points. So, what do you guys think about her?
I think that she has 9 attack in the middle of her dial, and that's really going to hurt her. You and I previously spoke about this over Twitter.
Yeah, we did.
Because she has Quake, it gives a bigger chance to hit more times. I don't know if we don't know if it stacks. It might. Quake, when Mara uses it, give her 1 Bombshell token for each hit target, and then does that also trigger with the Bombshell trait itself? When Mara makes an attack targeting an opposing, give her a Bombshell token. I'm leaning towards it does. But
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. I guess someone will.
Quake's a close attack, so I couldn't see why not.
Yeah, it's just that low attack for 100 points. That's the qualm I have about it. What about you, Marcus?
It's interesting. I wouldn't be disappointed to get her in sort of a sealed or a draft format. I think she'd be interesting for that.
It might be useful with the telekinesis.
Yeah, exactly.
If you pull her as use her as a tertiary attacker and get some kind of main attacker that you can, throw the character up for you. So that'll be cool. Yeah, that's all I got to say about this figure. Anything else from you guys?
No.
Okay. Marcus, do you want to pick one of the other 2?
I'll go for Batwoman then.
Okay.
Yeah. So she has the same Bombshell trait of when she makes an attack, give her a Bombshell token, remove 2 attacks to remove 2 Bombshell tokens. 3. If she has 2 action tokens, 2 Bombshell tokens, make a close attack. She also has as a star power, Empower, but only if Batwoman is adjacent to a friendly character with the Bombshell keyword. Her keywords are Bombshell Gotham City. She's number 38. And on her first dial, she is 8 charge, 10 attack, which is naked, 17 defenses with combat reflexes, and outwit with a 3 attack. No special combat. Any special symbols. She gets Flurry and Charge, 60 points, 5 clicks. She does get Incapacitate in the mid dial, but then she loses Outwit at that point. And then towards the end, she gets Energy Shield Deflection. And it's an awesome sculpt, though.
Oh, it does look cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're all beautiful.
You know, for 60 points, this is a pretty solid figure.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that she's very pushable. I mean, identical top 2 clicks, except, I mean, actually her speed gets better on the second click. So now she's very pushable. It's awesome.
Not to mention that, but she'll have 19 defense if she bases somebody.
Yeah.
Exactly. I kind of wish that was the other way around, though. So you got the energy shield deflection on the first 2 clicks.
Oh, okay.
So when you're trying to get up, you're a bit more immune to range.
I guess
Makes
it should
sense.
be noticed, though. Yeah, it makes 100% sense. It should be noted though, that she's a Batwoman, and most Batwomen, Bat people, all have the Batman team ability, and she does not.
Yeah, she doesn't know.
No
She's not a very
stealthy-
stealthy person, I
stealthy
guess.
Batwoman.
No, but she is swinging at you with a baseball bat, so.
Yeah, pretty solid for 60 points. And I actually figured one of you guys were going to take the coolest figure that they spoiled.
Nah,
so far.
I'm gonna make you do all the talking.
Oh,
I'm
man.
tired.
By the way, we should say thank you, Marcus. What time is it for you over there in London?
It is currently 1:30 a.m.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate that. Well,
It's alright, no worries.
it's going to be all up to Kalder then to guess for the Bad Samaritan.
Oh,
That's fine. I had a little nap.
you
I've
make
been at
that
Comic-Con
the guy
all day,
who has making me guess. I've got
I'm
head
throwing
trauma.
down the gauntlet,
Yeah.
Kalder. Okay,
Wow.
last figure that is spoiled so far is Zatanna, coming in at 50 points with 6 range. We have the Bombshell and Mystical keyword. 3 traits, no special powers, but man, she doesn't need them because these special powers are awesome, or these traits are awesome. So she has the Bombshell trait. I'm not going to go over that again since we already went over it twice. She has a Mystic Channeling trait. Free. Remove any number of tokens named Bombshell from friendly characters and give them to a single friendly character with the Bombshell keyword. That's awesome because I don't know how many... the 3 spoiled figures already had the Bombshell trait, so I assume that there's going to be a bunch more in the set that have it. So just as a free action, just to move them around on the board, the Bombshell tokens, that's really cool. I think that'll be really helpful. And then last, she has a trait that says, "Not my familiar, my friend." Zatanna begins the game with the John Constantine bystander attached. While he is attached, modify attack by +2. Give her a power action. Detach John Constantine bystander and place him adjacent. Free. If John Constantine bystander is adjacent, attach him. So you can attach him, unattach him, reattach him whenever you want to. She has, starting off, so she's only a 4-click long dial, but she's only 50 points. And you get really good value for 50 points. She has Mind Control with 6 speed on top dial, 9 attack with Pin Psi, 17 defense with Mastermind, and 2 damage with Probability Control, Probs. So as long as John Constantine is attached, she has +2 attack, so she'll be sitting really at 11. If you do decide to unattach John Constantine, he has no range. He has 4 speed with Leap Climb, 0 attack, 0 damage, but he does have 18 defense with Super Senses and Probability Control as well. He's also a tiny character. So if you want 2 different probability controls, you can unattach John Constantine, and then you have probability control from both Zatanna and John Constantine. Or if you just want to use her as an attacker, keep him attached. So this is a very solid piece. Very good. And it's also a super rare. So is super rare, right? Probably?
Yeah, it's a super rare.
Yeah.
So this is a good super rare. This is something that I think people would want to pull.
For sure.
No,
And just so
definitely,
people
yeah.
know, John Constantine being a tiny, if audio-only podcast, just so you know, he's a bunny, like, in her hat. So if you haven't seen the actual, like, comic, like, cover that Zatanna's from, it's like little bunny John Constantine coming out of her top hat. It's really cute.
Does he still have the tie on?
Yes, he does.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
It's awesome.
Marcus?
So
do you
what I
think?
would do... Oh, yeah, Marcus.
Yeah, no. It looks awesome. I'll be trying to get that one.
So she's basically your whole like support for the team, and she only uses 4 clicks. So what I would recommend doing is Mara can reduce any damage right by the number of tokens, so I would use Zatanna's traits to give her all the bombshell tokens, and Zatanna can mastermind all the damage to Mara, and Mara will hopefully take like no damage through that.
That would be really cool. I guess I should finish out the rest of the dial. The top 2 clicks are the same powers that I mentioned. The second 2 clicks, she switches roles a little bit. She gets 2 clicks of phasing with only 6 speed. 9 attack, it becomes naked now on both clicks. 18 and then 17 defense with super senses, and then 2 damage on both last clicks with shape change. So super senses shape change is never good. Everybody knows that.
No, it's horrible.
No.
But no, I think she's really, really good.
She is. It's going to be fun to see the rest of the bombshells and then see how they all play on a team.
Yeah. Are either of you, like, I don't know, bombshell aficionados? Do you know anything about these? Like, why are they a team, or how they came together, or who are these?
I have no idea.
I have no idea either. Oddly, like, I picked up the comic today. Yesterday, sorry. My partner was dressed up as Harley Bombshell for Comic-Con yesterday. So we ended up picking up the comic. So I should have looked for it. I'll probably try and look for it before the set drops, but
Right.
I have no idea.
I think we're all probably going to have to figure this out.
See, I saw like action figures of them like at one time, and I was like, huh, that's weird. And I never looked at them again. I'm like, okay, yes, they're actually popular things. So
Yeah, no, I didn't realize it was a comic line until literally yesterday. Obviously, I've seen the Funkos of them, but not the actual comics.
Well, I guess we all have some researching to do before the set drops here in like what, a month?
Isn't it like
I think
week, like 2
we've
weeks?
probably got like 3 months then.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no, we're super delayed over it. Yeah, I mean, on the plus side, I've seen Ragnarok already. That came out last week.
Oh yeah.
See, jealous.
So, but we have to wait 3 months for Heroclix. Like, we literally got Mighty Thor 3 weeks ago.
That trade-off, though.
Just as yeah. We also get Star Wars 2 days early, so.
Okay, that I'm jealous about, too. Quit making me jealous, Marcus.
I'm so jealous.
All right, let's move on. We're going to play some Bad Samaritan, the most popular game show in the history of game shows, as everyone knows. If this is your first episode of Dial H,
sweeping the nation.
It's already swept the nation.
Sweeping in the international market now.
Oh, yes.
That's true. Do the guys you said your friends got you listening to Dial H? They like Bad Samaritan too?
Yeah, no, they love it.
All right, well, make them proud on this episode.
I will try.
I picked 3 really hard ones. So.
Damn it.
If this is your first episode of Dial H that you've ever listened to, you don't know what Bad Samaritan is. It's a game show where I have chosen 3 modern age figures. I also have a list of clues in front of me, and Kalder has a random number generator. He's going to generate a number. I'm going to give him the associated clue, and each of my contestants are going to have one chance to guess the figure in that round. There will be 3 rounds, and at the end of 3 rounds, if they have not correctly guessed the figure, then I win. If they guess, then I lose. So let's start off with the first figure, and Kalder, can you give me a number?
It would be my utmost pleasure, Kris, to get a number. Great, starting off fantastic. We got number 1.
Number 1 is team ability. There is no team ability. Already starting off great.
It's not an Avenger or an X-Men or a Defender, so that's good to know.
That's not a Batman either.
No, not a Batman. See, we already got like a guess. Everybody says right away out. So, wow, jeez, Kris.
I told you I chose really hard ones this week.
I want to believe you, but also you chose like 3 from the same set last week, so I don't even.
Not only did I choose 3 from the same set, they were all in order.
Yeah.
In the set, it was 11, 12, and 13, I think.
Kris, you are horrible. Horrible. Just to go with trying to maybe get rid of some undead again. I'll go with the Grim Reaper.
Okay, Grim Reaper is your guess for this round. Marcus, what about you?
I would just go for generic thug.
Generic thug. Okay,
Oh,
it
yeah.
is neither one of those figures.
Okay, let's hope we get a free play or something this time. Number 12.
Number 12 is any special combat symbols. There are no special combat symbols. I'm
Awesome.
sweeping this round.
Oh.
I'm sweeping.
That is very, very difficult then.
If on
Wow.
the last round, if you get another just horrible clue, I'll give you a small hint on this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Really appreciate that, Kris. No special combat symbols, so it's not a flyer. It's not a colossal. That's good to know. So, could it be someone from Ragnarok? That's my fan. Is it? No, those guys are indomitable. Now I gotta think. There's like a bunch of them, so I'll go with Valkyrie.
Okay, Valkyrie for round 2. Marcus?
I will go for a Loki.
Loki. It is neither one of those figures either. Moving on to round 3.
Okay. 6. Wow, I'm not loving it.
6 is a named keyword.
Okay.
All right, and the named keyword is... Ooh. Which one would make it harder for you guys?
Kris, come on. Look at this
Deadpool core.
Deadpool core.
Ooh.
Is it Madcap?
Madcap is your answer?
Yep.
All right, Marcus, what is your answer?
I will go just Deadpool. Just generic old Deadpool.
That's a good guess.
It is 005 Massacre.
Slapstick. Massacre. Ah, look at that.
Oh.
Man, you guys got a really bad clue.
You know,
except for that last one.
But I know Massacre too. He's got like top dial support, doesn't he?
I know, and I chose him because I was like, man, if we get that like no one will guess Massacre.
No one's gonna guess Massacre.
With
Dang it!
support.
Wow. Okay.
All right, moving on to figure number 2.
Figure number 2. All right, Marcus, we need a good win.
Number
1 again. Wow.
Actually, this might help you. Number 1, team
Okay.
ability. Superman ally.
Superman ally.
Superman ally.
Toy Master.
Okay, Toy Masters is yours.
Trying to think from Elseworld if there was anything with the Superman ally team ability.
Now, if he says Superman, will that get him Green Lantern, Krypton, or anything like that?
Yeah.
Or does he have to?
I'm gonna say no.
Ah, okay.
Because if you say Superman, I will assume that's like Clark Kent, right? That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what if it's not
I will,
real name Clark Kent?
Ooh.
Ooh. I will go Superman though. I will go Superman.
Okay, it is not either of those.
Okay.
Next clue.
So, yeah, let's generate really quick. Number 4.
Number 4 is set number. Set number is 39.
So that's a rare. Probably, or a late uncommon, I guess. Yeah. 39. I would say rare.
I'll give you a little clue, a little baby clue.
Baby clue.
Marcus said something a minute ago that should have put you guys on the right track.
Oh. What did I say?
Okay.
Now they're mad scrambling to remember what you what you said a minute ago.
Was it about
Somebody else is like going back in the podcast. Like people that are already listening to this, like, 15 seconds back. What Marcus say? Oh, there you go. Then they're like yelling at us now. What is it? Is it General Zod?
Did you already guess this round? No, you didn't, did you?
I did not guess this round.
Okay.
No,
General
we haven't
Zod
guessed.
will be yours.
It's not the it's not Colonel. It's Sergeant Kent.
No, it's Yeah, it's Sergeant
No,
Kent and
that's-
Colonel Wayne. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. What did you say yours was again, Kalder?
General Zod.
Okay, well you're wrong.
Oh.
But Marcus is, and it's Sergeant Kent, numbers 39.
Hey!
Hey.
All right.
All right.
There we go.
You got one. That means
I got
I'll take it.
that means that Calder has exactly 0 points in this game of Bad Samaritan, and
That
everyone
is-
else
wow,
is beating
okay.
him.
Rude, Kris. Thank you very much.
All right, last figure.
All right. 13.
13. Opening, movement, power, running shot.
Running shots. Good old running shots, huh?
I need to not give you guys any extra baby clues, just to
Yeah.
make sure I finally win fully a game of Bad Samaritan.
You never will. It's
It's inevitable.
If I play enough, maybe.
Is it Swarm?
Okay, Swarm, locked in is your answer.
I will go Hawkeye.
Hawkeye? It is neither one of those.
Okay. Let's do another one. 14.
14. Opening, attack, power. Oh, that sucks. There isn't one.
Awesome. Wow. Fantastic. So, I believe Mercenaries from Deathpool actually have energy explosions, so I won't go with them. Running shots, no special attack power. Wow. That is just kind of lame.
Yeah, I didn't really get much on this round either. Hopefully round 3 will turn it around for you.
Oh, a comeback round. That would be fantastic. So, running shot, no special attack power. Do you have anything, Marcus? Because I'm drawing blanks.
Trying to think at the moment. Running shot but no attack power. Just trying to think of, still keeping with the Elseworld thing. Running shot.
So I know most of the Justice Riders. I know the Wonder Woman for sure doesn't have an attack power with her running shot.
Yeah, that's not a bad one.
But would you choose that? Because the traits instantly High Noon or keyword Justice Rider,
True.
I don't know. I do whatever I can to mess with your guys'
Yeah. Jeez, Kris. I will just say, man. Yeah, it's all I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna say man.
Man is not
I was
a figure.
gonna say somebody else. Nah, it's not.
I don't know. If Thug could be a figure, I feel like Man could be a figure.
Man, somewhere.
If Black Cat could be a figure, then Man could be a figure.
Specifically, you mean the itty bitty cats?
Yes,
that they
the
have.
little black cat.
That is hilarious. 13-point cat is actually worth more than a human thug. Just throwing it out there. Little cat is
I
worth
do
more
love
than-
those little 10-point thugs, though.
No, those guys are great.
Well, the amount of times they've taken out the weirdest stuff on my teams. So before weapons were a thing, I didn't have many ID cards, so I used them just to fill up teams. And the amount of times
nice.
they took out something stupid at the end is hilarious. I think the best one they took out was a Galactus. So we were playing a weird scenario game, and the thugs just ended up killing Galactus.
Because that would happen.
Because that happened. He managed to get a crit hit and just went and just killed it. Bearing in mind we had Hulks into it, all sorts, just nothing seemed to hit it, and the thug in the background on his fourth click was 9 attack or something stupid. Just went.
All right, you guys have any guess for round 2?
Thug for the win. Yeah, I guess I'll just throw out, I don't know, Nuke.
Okay.
I'm actually going to go Iron Man. I think some of the commons from the few sets just have running shot at the start.
It is not Nuke, nor is it Iron Man. Last round.
All right. Cool. Generate something good. 20, which is a free
play.
Heck yeah. So, do we want to go set, or maybe a named keyword could help us?
I'm feeling set.
I'm feeling
named
set
keyword. Too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Set.
The set is Avengers Defenders War.
Avengers Defenders War. All right. I see what you're playing at here, Kris.
I did choose characters from all different sets this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, good on you. Good on you. Oh, jeez. Just to make sure. Get on you, Kris. So, who's in it said you had a running shot? There was... none of the Doctor Stranges had it. Wasp had it, but she had in-cap with it. I know.
Yeah, of course she did, yeah.
One of them had in-cap. And then, let's see. You already said Hawkeye this round, I believe.
Said Hawkeye, and I've also said Iron Man as well.
Yeah, so it's neither of those. Captain America didn't have it in that set. Who else is in that set?
You're narrowing down the set a lot, quite a bit.
Yeah. It's not Karen Page, I know that for sure. Gee, she was a pain in the butt when you said that.
Yep, I've already picked her before.
So we know it's probably not any of those guys. Let's see. Who else was in it? There's a lot of... could it be Gladiator? I might say Gladiator. I don't know if he had a running shot or not, though. That would be maybe a pick.
There was a Gladiator in Avengers Defenders War?
Okay, well then, thanks, Kris. Probably wasn't him then. Yes, there was. I'm pretty
that's
sure.
A real question.
Yeah, pretty sure. Because they made Porcupine and a few other no-name villains, so I'm pretty sure Gladiator was in Avengers Defenders War. Because they made Batroc, Nuke, Gladiator. They put them all in the rare slot.
I'm gonna check just for my own sanity, but you keep trying to guess what you think it is.
Okay. They also had, who else was there? They remade that one guy from Invincible Iron Man, the Maggie guy, but he might have had Pen Blast.
You are right. There is a Gladiator in this set.
Boom. Ooh, I was right. Okay. But we know Kris didn't choose him, so that's good to know.
No, he also has a special attack power.
Oh, does he? Oh. Yeah, I guess he would throw his buzzsaws or whatever. Okay. No special attack power, running shot. It's probably not Hellcat or anybody else.
No.
Punishers didn't have any movement attack.
No. And they had shift and focus anyway, didn't they?
Yeah.
So special attack.
Yeah, they had the bazooka or Blaze Claw's fangs.
Yeah.
What else is in the set?
On a little aside, while I was talking about the Gladiator, I think this is pretty well known at this point, but in case anybody didn't know, Gladiator is actually already in the MCU. So, that's fun. He's the guy that makes Daredevil's costume in the Daredevil TV series.
Oh, yeah.
Or Netflix series.
What were the generics? They're Hand Ninja, Wakandan Warrior. Those would probably all have charge.
Well.
Oh, Atlantean. They'd probably all have charge or something, though. I think.
Yeah, I think the Hand Ninjas have stealth, didn't they?
Stealth. Wakanda. Who else was from Wakanda? Was it just the Hand Ninjas and Black Panther?
There was the there was the named generic, wasn't there? Wakabi or something like that. I'm probably butchering the name. Wakabi.
Wakandas, we butchered the name a lot. When we did the Hashat Zarazi, we butchered those.
Actually, yeah, I think
pronounced anything from
gun on his sculpt, didn't he, or something stupid?
Did he? Someone from Wakanda had a gun on their sculpt? Hey.
Not a gun, sorry. I'm trying to think, did he have running shot? I think it was only a short range. I can't remember.
There was another person, wasn't there? It was Kirigi? Or was that even a Wakanda person? Or was that somebody else? I don't know. I'm thinking it might be Machete, because he was throwing something, but he might just have sidestep. This is a tough one.
I'm loving this right now. You've basically said the entire set.
I know, and it's killing me.
Do I think I'm going to go for the named Wakandan dude. I want to say it's Wakabi.
Okay,
I think I ended up calling him
is a
Wasabi.
character in the set, yes.
Yeah, let's go for
Okay.
that one then.
Okay. Calder, what
And
about
then
you?
I'll go with. Okay, I know Gargoyle has something else. So you know what? I'm gonna go with the Owl.
The Owl, okay.
Yep.
And the answer is
The answer is.
2 points to Marcus. It is Wakabi.
Oh, what? Really?
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Well
that was
done. Well
complete
done.
tap in the dark.
I need to go check.
That was.
Let's go. Let's see.
Did he have,
Running
I think it was like
shot,
a
attack.
random. I think it just changed all the time, didn't it? His dial, like it wasn't a consistent.
Yeah, it goes
Yeah.
back and forth between running shot and leap
Leap
climb.
Weird.
That was it. Yeah, no, I remember playing against someone with it in a sealed.
Well, you clearly remembered it, so good job. All right, 2 points to Marcus. He takes the show this week.
He did. Wow. Congratulations, man. It's awesome.
Thank you.
The Gladiator did have running shot. I just want to point that out.
He did,
I
yeah, he did.
wasn't wrong, but he did have a special damage power. You're right, Chris. Son of a gun.
Let's move on. We're going to play some casual comparisons. If this is the first time you've ever listened to Dial H for casual comparisons, what we've done is chosen a character, and we have each chosen an iteration, a clixed version of that character, same universe. We're going to talk about that character and try and figure out what's going to be decided as Dial H's official character-accurate version of that character. Marcus has chosen, and we always let the guest choose, Marcus has chosen for us to cover Captain America. So, 616, Steve Rogers, Captain America. Marcus, you want to tell us which figure you chose and just sell this figure to me? Why do you love this cap?
So I've actually gone for the Civil War prize figure, the 101 cap. So he's got anti-registration and soldier as his only keywords. He's 80 points. It is 6 clicks on his dial with 3 stop clicks at the end, which I think is really Captain America-esque. Essentially just that never given up mentality. He has a special movement, ignoring nothing can stop me from getting you Tony, which is ignoring elevated, hindering, and character bases. He then has the charge, top dial. He has charge, precision strike, leadership, and invulnerability. But I think the leadership is the key point with the cap. He's always led the Avengers from as far as I can remember reading it. So I think that's one of the key abilities I went for. Again, the stop clicks that never given up is very Captain America-esque. He only comes in at 80 points as well, which I love about this. As again, he is only a mortal man. He shouldn't be up there with the whole points of figures. And the sculpt on this is just fantastic, especially if you get that with the Iron Man and they're just repulsoring off each other. And yeah, no, you get close combat expert, down dial, along with sidestep when you lose your charge. And all around, I just think it's an awesome figure and just capitalizes Cap perfectly.
He's very solid.
Yeah.
This is a very, very good Captain America.
Yeah, no, I tend to use it as a call-in a lot.
Okay. Let's move on to the next version. Kalder, who did you choose?
I chose the Fast Forces original Avengers Captain America. So he's clocking in at 100 points, 6 range, just like the other one. He doesn't have any special combat symbols. The other one had Indomitable, right?
Yes.
This one does have the Avengers team ability and the Avengers, Invaders, and Soldier keyword. He has one trait, Avengers Founder. When adjacent to another friendly character with this trait, Cap can use Will and Power. I almost said Willpower. That doesn't really go off much for me since I never actually bought the Fast Forces. I just bought this Captain America, so whatever, use them however you want. So for his first 2 clicks, when he has a 10 speed running shot and an 11 attack, he has Shield Ricochet. Give Captain America range combat action, which works with running shot, and his damage value is locked at its printed value until actions resolve. After the range combat attack resolves, he may make a second range combat attack as a free action, kind of shield bouncing off somebody there. And then his damage power he has for his first 3 clicks is Avengers Assemble, give Captain America power action, and choose another friendly character that shares a keyword with him and doesn't have 2 action tokens. That character is immediately given a move action as a free action with their speed value halved for this action. So what I really like about this Captain America, and not a lot of people really probably use this one as much as they should, but he is either moving or making 2 attacks all the time. He has a 17 defense all the way through, and I feel like Captain America should have a steady defense value. You know, it's pretty high. It goes 17-17 in vulnerability, 17-17 combat reflexes, and then right at the end, he actually gets willpower with 2 17s. I believe Captain America should always have leadership, but if you're like me, you mostly read the 80s, what was it called? It was like the Captain America Hotline run, where he was pretty much just going around New York, doing all sorts of random stuff. That's like my Captain America when I think of, not really so much leading the Avengers or the Invaders. So I like that his power lets him have anybody with a shared keyword. So if you're building him with an Avengers team or an Invaders team or a Soldier team, all of those he can get them moving, which is pretty great. He has amazing attack values with 2 11s top dialed and 3 10s and then a 9. He's got flurry and charge. I really like this Captain America because he goes and he runs, he hits 2 people with this shield, maybe he takes a hit, he runs up close, he bases them and then he flurries them with precision strike. It just feels very Captain America-esque in like the way he takes on like hordes of Hydra people or, you know, a lot of enemies at one time.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yep. He's also a good Captain America. Now, I've not actually used this one at the 100-point dial, I don't think. I've only ever used it at the 50-point to get that little Avenger symbol damage power to trigger because it's just funny. But, yeah, he's pretty solid. So, moving on to the last Captain America, I chose, and there are a lot of great Captain Americas that they've made, so it was actually pretty difficult to pick any one, but I really, really like this sculpt, and when the figure came out, I thought it was just fantastic. It's dated now, but I'm still going to go through it just for a little bit of nostalgia's sake. 001 from the AVX set, coming in at 200 points. The Avengers team ability, 5 range. He has Endom. He starts off with top dial running shot with 9 speed, 11 attack with a special attack power called Takedown. Captain America can use Incapacitate as if he had 2 targets. When he does and hits 2 targets, he may give one hit character 2 action tokens instead of giving each of them 1. If that character can't be given the second action token, deal it 1 penetrating damage instead. He has 2 traits. The first one's Avengers Assemble. It says Captain America can use leadership. When he does and the result is 6, you may place a friendly character with the Avengers keyword, a lower point value, and within 4 squares adjacent to him, but only if you remove the action token from that character. The second trait says Super Soldier and Shield. At the beginning of your turn, choose either Combat Reflexes or Energy Shield Deflection. Captain America can use that power until the beginning of your next turn. Now, this is one of the only Captain Americas, maybe the only Captain America that has ever been made with Impervious. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
No, you are wrong. Sorry, Chris.
Who is it?
The 10th anniversary Captain America pushes to Impervious, and so do some of the old RED Captain Americas have Impervious top dial.
Okay. But it's one of the very few, so he's got a little bit more damage reduction than most of them. I do like the fact that you can switch between combat reflexes and shield deflection. The only problem was, and this is the thing I always ran across when I was running this figure back when it came out, was it says at the beginning of your turn choose one. So if you forgot to choose, then you got screwed for that turn. However, it is very nice if you do choose energy shield deflection and you're moving in with 20 defense because it's top dial 18 before, it made it a little pretty difficult to hit him back then, so he could actually move in and be able to get in to punch people in the face, because he goes from a ranged-based character to, I guess, a pseudo close combat character. He has 2 different point lines, 200 and I believe 100, and the 100-point line, it still has running shot, but then it just immediately goes into close combat stuff with exploit weakness and some toughness. His attack values are, I guess, decently consistent. It just bounces back and forth from 11 down to 9 and back up, and throughout the dial. His defense is higher, but then it dips down. It gets down to 15 at one point during the dial.
That one weird click at 15 has always thrown me off.
It doesn't
I just
make
don't
any
get it.
sense. He does have 2 clicks of perplex, not top dial, but the second clicks after that. Keywords, though, I mean, he takes the cake on keywords from the 3 that we chose.
That's true.
All Winter Squad, Avengers, Invaders, Past, Shield, and Soldier. I'm just going to go out and say this is an overcosted figure now for the values. I think that power creep is a real thing in this game, and this figure has suffered. But I really, really love that sculpt. That action running, like holding the shield out in front of him, like he's getting ready to actually deflect stuff.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, let's get on to the voting portion of this. And, Kalder, why don't you start? Tell us, who's your favorite Cap?
So, this is probably the first time I've ever, but I am going to vote for myself. I feel bad, but because I really like the way the shield ricochet works on his click, because the Smoky Foot Captain America, it didn't feel like a shield ricocheting. It felt like his shield was some kind of mystical power shield that would just fly through buildings, that felt too much for me. And then, like, the other Captain America, which is another fan favorite, is the rare Captain America from the Captain America set. Well, his shield, you threw it and then it just stopped and you had to go and pick it up. Like, that just felt really weird to me. So I never liked those 2 shield mechanics, and I felt like this was a really cool give. It was, he threw it, bounced back, or it bounced off, hit somebody, came back to him. So that's why I chose this Captain America. And he's just a very solid attacker on his own.
Okay. Marcus, who would you choose?
I'm actually going to go for Kalder's Cap. I love the sound of that shield mechanic. I'm actually trying to find the figure now to grab it. No, the mechanic sounds awesome. It does actually feel very Cap-esque. Like, it does actually defy physics of the bouncing off characters and coming back to you. So, yeah.
Okay. Before I make my choice, I was just going to ask you personally, Marcus, did you never buy the Fast Forces? Or are you trying to look for that now?
Yeah, no. Obviously, that was a bit before I got into the game, unfortunately.
Oh.
The AVX was it from? Sorry.
This one is the original Avengers. This is around Age of Ultron.
Oh, yeah. So it was
Avengers
way before I got
actually,
into the game.
Yeah.
I will say, I own the Fast Forces. It's a very solid Fast Forces. The Iron Man in there is very good, too. The Thor's a little basic, but it's still pretty solid. So it's a good Fast Forces. It also has the Hank Pym ID card in it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, that's handy to know.
So maybe pick that up. Now, my vote is not going to matter, but because 2 votes for this already, 2 votes for Kalder's choice already. But I'm going to go with the Captain America from the Civil War, so the one that Marcus actually chose. I do love the fact that he does have Indom. I think Captain America, one of those things that makes Captain America him. Remember, we've talked about this before. There's certain things that every version of that character should always have. Like Spider-Man should always have willpower. Batman should always have stealth. Those kinds of things. I think that Captain America should always have Indom, and the Fast Forces one doesn't, which irks me a little bit, and you can't push a Captain America.
Yeah.
But the 3 stop clicks on that one, and this is specifically during the Civil War storyline, the sculpt is even ripped directly from one of the pages, and I love that storyline. That's one of my favorite storylines, major crossovers, probably of all time. Concerning Marvel.
Yeah, I know. That was one of the big things that got me into the game, just generally. Was my love of that comic arc. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. There's a lot of people that didn't like it. Sure, you're always gonna have haters for everything, but I loved it. I thought it was fantastic, and just watching superheroes beat up on other superheroes, and those 3 stop clicks are very representative of just how hard-headed both Cap and Iron Man were in that storyline against each other. Like, no, you're not going to stop me. So, because the Iron Man has 3 stop clicks as well.
Yeah, they're very much modeled after each other.
So I tend to use them both as call-ins, which I've not seen many people do. But it's really hard for your opponent to take the full points off them in a turn.
See, that is really smart. I actually did play a game with Captain America and Iron Man and the common ones, but the ones I use as call-ins were they're common ones, because Iron Man has that cool one-shot ignore defense powers and like cap double tokens or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, it's really cool to use these guys as like basically unkillable call-ins they're not getting the points for.
Yeah, no. It's come down to a few times the second stop click on either of them at points, which is obviously if they weren't there, they would have got 80 points in different tournaments off me more. Which I think almost cost me winning the Dormammu, the big OP one from the couple of months ago. If it didn't have the stop click, I would have lost.
I do think that both of those two are very solid, but for different reasons. Like, yours is the range-based one where he's running in and bouncing his shield off walls. This is the close combat one, obviously. The only thing I don't like is they keep giving Captain America 17 defense. He has a freaking shield and, like, a pseudo suit of armor on. Like, it's like Kevlar.
Well, it's chainmail and Kevlar, yeah. Like, it's like a mix.
Yeah.
Why? Captain America should always have at least 18 defense.
Or, ESD and combat reflexes.
Yeah. Okay.
With the 17. Yeah. This one, he only gets combat reflexes later.
Maybe they just haven't made the perfect Captain America for us yet. We're too picky.
We are too picky on this show.
But, okay, there you have it. That's Dial H's official Captain America, which is going to be 006 from the original Avengers Fast Forces. So, cool beans.
All right.
We're going to move on to one more segment.
One more quick segment. Alter Egos, where I get to take any character from Heroclix history. I'll tell you their real name, and you get to guess their supervillain or superhero alter ego. I'll give you guys, I'm going to say concrete 2 guesses each, since this guy's got a little bit of fun with his name, and he's not as out there as old Demar Davis like last episodes.
I already forgot who that was, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Dang it.
Okay, so this one is William Zard.
William Zard. Well, he's probably not Marvel because he's he's not. What's the word?
Alliteration.
Where they have alliteration. That's it.
Yeah. Wait. Hold on. I think I might have a guess. I'm gonna go with Machete.
You're wrong.
Oh, dang it. All right.
Say that.
All right.
Trying to think of where. There's definitely DC in it.
He is DC.
He is DC.
I'll let Mark say that one.
Trying to remember where I recognise him from.
Zard. There's no way in hell I'm
the
gonna get
Wizard,
this.
is it?
What did you say?
The Wizard?
It is the Wizard.
Oh, really?
It is the Wizard.
Wow.
Yeah.
William Zard.
Man.
William Zard.
He's stealing the show,
Yeah.
Calder. He's like,
He is.
"Oh, I'm going to win all of Bad Samaritan. I'm going to win at Alter Egos.
Alter Egos.
Okay, cool. That's a fun little
Yeah, no.
I like that. All right, moving on. Just a few things to wrap up. Don't forget, I'm putting all of these videos on YouTube as well, or all these podcasts on YouTube. So if you don't listen to it in your car or whatever, and you listen to it on the computer at home, that's fine. Helps us with generate revenue for that, so that's kind of cool. Not much, but it's something. And then also, anytime we put anything out there on Twitter, as far as an Amazon affiliate link, if you click on that and then go and buy something, you don't have to buy that item. Just fill your cart after clicking that link. We get a commission back on that, and we appreciate that. That's really cool of you guys. We're going to move on to some community, and we're going to go to our weekly question, which was put up on Twitter and on Facebook. The question was, what older clicks do you guys like to call in using ID cards? What do you hope you can call in with the X-Men ID cards? So let's start in-house. Kalder, do you have something to answer for this?
Yes, I do. Tournament I played a couple of weeks ago, I wanted to try to call in somebody who had like top dial supports that I actually owned, and I always go looking for Shield first, and when I couldn't find anybody like really recent, I tried to like dig way farther back in my collection, and it turned out a character from Captain America. Let's see if I can bring her up. I believe it was her, right? Yes, it was. So It actually wasn't top dial. We were playing a Bizarro game. This is really weird. We were playing a Bizarro game, so they started bottom dial. So I called in 032 Captain America said Scorpion, since she had 10 attack and support. Yeah. So for a Bizarro game, I used Shield level 7 Scorpion to call her in for support.
Okay, that's cool. I have one that's just, I think, kind of funny. If you use the Ronin ID card, you can call in Echo from Armor Wars. She's 38 points. She has top dial 10 attack with blades and 8 speed charge. So as a Hail Mary for 38 points, because it's just one of the cheapest figures that you can call in that doesn't suck, you can call in a figure that has the potential to do 6 damage with blades. So that's kind of fun. What about you, Marcus?
Again, so I don't own many older figures, unfortunately. Essentially, everything I own is pretty much in modern age. But for the second part of that, definitely hoping for a Jean Grey ID card, bringing in the Fast Forces one with the free TK.
Yeah,
that could be quite good fun, especially with the changes to call-ins now, where you can play him mid-turn.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And just kind of alpha stroke someone in there for 5 points as opposed to your 50.
Did you guys get a chance to see the new X-Men ID cards, like what they actually look like?
Oh, the Colossus, it's all gold and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's gold looking. Yeah. It's like a faculty or something card, faculty student card or something like that.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, they look really cool. I'm looking forward to getting mine in a few weeks.
I'm hoping they make like a Nightcrawler so that he can come in, stab you, and then he can just poof away 5 squares and disappear, and you don't have to worry about him getting hit. That'd be cool.
Really cool too. All right, let's go to the first answer on Twitter. Collectible said Secret Invasion Namor or Avengers Ares. Oh, that's such a good Ares to call into. He's got like 13 attack top dial. Trying to turn those old style dials is the worst though, and that's correct.
Yep. Seth Aaron on Facebook said Herd War Machine Prime was a good call-in, but he hasn't used him yet.
Okay. That's funny. Seth Aaron commented on both our Twitter and our Facebook. All right. He said the same answer, so at least he's consistent.
It's the same answer.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right. You do another one.
Cover your bases. Daniel Powell said Legacy Ares, so like using the Marvel Ares card to call in
it's the same one.
DC Ares.
Oh, Legacy the set. I thought he meant as like
Legacy the set.
Yeah.
No.
Oh Lord, I'm gonna look that up real quick because I need to know his stats again. But I'll do this one real quick because I don't have any more after this one. Nelson Ramos said Days of Future Past Wolverine and GSX Professor X, and both of those are solid answers.
Those would be sweet Collins. Yeah. Hopefully, we're definitely getting a Professor X card though. There's no way not.
For sure.
McConnell Lamar said Brother Voodoo pre-rules change, and he hopes to get a Magneto card. So like all the UXM variants would make great Collins, which is true. All the Uncanny X-Men variants are great.
Oh, that would be cool.
Alexis.
Before you go, I pulled up this Ares real quick just to show you what top dial this ridiculous amount of crap can do. First of all, he's Mystics. He's 275 points, 14 attack, 5 damage with Outwit.
That is dumb.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. 14 attack, 5 damage. What's his range?
8.
Oh, jeez. That is scary.
Yeah.
Come out of nowhere. 14 attack, 5 damage. He's going to hit, and it's going to hurt.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. That's a sweet call-in. I might have to try that sometime.
Yeah, and they wrote that you can do that. So, I mean...
yeah, if it's spelled the same, right?
Yeah, no one should have any qualms about that.
Dude, that is sweet. So Alexis Wireless says he hopes to make an Iceman card, so you can do the Iceman Super Rare from Uncanny X-Men.
Yep.
Great map. Oh, definitely will. David Herberger, older call-in, he likes Quake, since Daisy inspires Force Blast and Quake. He also likes calling in older Hawkeyes. There's a ton of good versions. X-Men said he'd love to see an Armor ID card.
That would be cool.
Pretty cool.
When's the last time they made her?
Probably giant sized or something, right? Because I don't remember her being in Wolverine and the X-Men.
Well, when you type in armor, apparently a lot of things have the word armor in it, so it would be very
armor
hard.
keyword.
Yeah. Never mind. Keep going. It's not worth it.
Okay. David Phillips said DC Ares, so probably Legacy Ares too.
Yep.
Yeah, it's amazing calling. Carrie Sampson lost a recent game against a friend who used ID cards to call in Really? Clobbering Time She-Hulk?
No way.
Infinity Challenge Quasar? Armor Wars Joe Casta, and Explosion Iron Man. Seriously? Really?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
How do you lose against those?
I'm pulling up that I used to play this She-Hulk all the time. Veteran She-Hulk, 120 points. It still has 10 speed with charge, 11 attack with super strength, and printed 4 damage.
It's not bad. Wow,
No,
I can't believe someone looked that far back to get a She-Hulk.
I know what Quasar he's talking about too, because I used to use that one all the time. I'll pull that one up real quick from Infinity Challenge. 11 attack, 122 points, 10 range double bolts, 11 attack with telekinesis, and it's only got 1 damage, but it has range combat expert.
Oh, nice. 1 damage. I don't know. Marcus, you went ahead and commented. I like calling the Iron Patriot, Iron Man 3 on the roadie card.
Oh, yeah.
And Super Rare Bobby Drake. I feel like that Super Rare Iceman is going to be a cool call-in if they do make him.
Yeah, no. I think that was the first Super Rare I pulled from a random booster as well.
That's a great pull.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Shoot.
And I still haven't used it.
Oh, you got to, man.
I need to at some point, yeah.
Pair him up with, Samson. They both have X Factor. He could mind control Bobby, and it's so much fun. Yeah, so what else? That's a great Super Rare, though. It's a pull, because I got, like, Cameron Hodge or some crap in the Super Rare from that set, and that was horrible. Christopher Smotherman, the last guy, said Shield level 7 with Cap and Black Widow duo. Favorite call-in ever. I kind of agree. It's an awesome duo to call in.
Can you
call it? It says real name, as long as they have an actual real name, right? On Shield level 7?
Maybe. Maybe you can. Maybe I'm just misremembering that.
ID card, find the character. So let's. Adverse, choose a character with a different name. So who's that? Beginning of the game, choose character on your sideline. 50 points with the shield keyword. Turn to a starting line. Character, it just says shield keyword.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I bite my tongue. Sorry.
That'll work.
Okay, that's the last thing we had there. We didn't have anything in the mailbag this week, but we do encourage everybody, please send us in emails, or if you just want to send it in on Facebook, questions, stuff you want to ask us, we'll read on the air. We are always looking for people to name as our super fans, so I think sometime around Christmas is when we're going to do that, kind of like a small little Christmas gift out to somebody. Don't forget that you can follow us on Facebook and YouTube if you just type in Dial H for Heroclix. On Twitter, we are handle at Dial H4. That's the number 4, Heroclix. And usually we get community questions out on like Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. So look for those. Kalder, do you have any actually, let's go back to Marcus. Marcus, do you have any last thoughts before we get out of here?
Yeah, if you're right for me to do a little push for my YouTube and Facebook. Is that cool?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, if you check us out, it's Archer Gaming, ARCHER. That's on YouTube and Facebook. I will be launching Twitter this week. But yeah, come and check us out. You can see how I get on at Nationals and other Heroclix events and other non-Heroclix events, such as Destiny or I play X-Wing. So quite a few different games going on over there.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we want to thank you very much for coming on. We had fun. We hope you did.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Thank you for having me on.
No problem.
It was awesome having you on, Marcus, because probably wouldn't have beat Kris without you. So definitely owe you one.
Well, make sure that you're spreading the Dial H name all over the United Kingdom for us.
Will do.
Appreciate that. Calder, you got something for us?
I absolutely do. Just a reminder, Dial H for Heroclix is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock every day, including all the latest Heroclix singles and sealed products. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
All right, guys, we will catch you back in about a week. Have a good night. Bye.
See ya.
My stuff.